NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time. The Cedars is a great restaurant with outstanding Mediterranean food. The Cedars takeout menu is second to none, featuring pizza, stromboli, hoagies, their famous lamb on the rod, and so much more. So when you're hungry and you want that Newcastle taste, make it Cedars. Now with 2 locations in Newcastle, 827 Addis Street on the east side and 1101 Highland Avenue. Call Cedars East 724-658-9260 or Cedars North 724-652-7657.
The Beanery Depot and Deli. Coffee, made-to-order subs, snacks, and more. Meatball sandwiches, fresh and hot. Pepperoni rolls, fish sandwiches, chicken, milkshakes. The Beanery Deli. When you're hungry for something special, and it won't cost you a lot of beans. Hello and welcome to the Cedars Sports Corner, and what a terrific summer in baseball we're having. You know, great summertime baseball weather, great stories from Croton and Flaherty Field, and also from Brady's Run, as we're at kind of like the Midsummer Classic, and no pun intended, because the majors had theirs, and the minors will be having theirs here in a few weeks. And we have lots of baseball to get to, lots of sports. This is the Cedars Sports Corner, and I want to first thank Ed Urin and also some of the people that have written in with their fine compliments. Talking about NCTV 45, we're happy to do this, and we're happy to give you North County baseball. Our next step is to make sure we get out to a game, and as soon as we find some extra bodies, we're going to do that and enjoy the baseball. Now, let's move to some action and kind of give you a brief overview. The Summertime Heroes were in shape playing the Downtown Jacks. We have information on, and if I can, wow, sometimes it just doesn't go. The DB Movers in Castlewood and the Pittsburgh Americans also played Castlewood. We have all that information, plus some youngsters who got in the act and a whole bunch more. We're going to go to the bullpen, and when we come back, we're going to give it straight to you right after we hear from our sponsors.
Come to Big Polly's Sports Bar in Newcastle.
The place is spacious with all the seating you'll need, with 2 bars and a huge menu that features wings, pizza, sandwiches, burgers, pasta, and fries.
Big Polly's
is just right to watch the game. You'll love the sports memorabilia throughout the bar. There's plenty of parking too.
Big Polly's Sports Bar
in Newcastle at 207 East Long Avenue. Call 724-658-8800. That's 658-8800. Gentlemen, if you want to look your best with high-quality clothing, then I recommend Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle. Mike Caggiano is the owner, and he and his staff have been in the business for decades, and they will always give you the right recommendations. They also carry Rondinelli tuxedos. That's Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors, 210 East Washington Street, downtown Newcastle. Call 724-652-3851.
Welcome back, and let's jump on this right away. Yes, right after the 4th of July, and everything was hotter than a firecracker, and so were the summertime heroes as they downed the Downtown Jacks 10-1. The Heroes took care of business, scoring early and often against the Jacks as Gino Colero and Christian Porterfield and Sean Coyne all ended up with multi-hit games. Joey Solomon was on the mound and in cruise control, pitching a complete game victory. The Heroes' record moved to 7-7, while the Jacks dropped to 3-10. Now, later on, Castlewood hosted the Pittsburgh Americans. Yeah, Castlewood 3-9, and the Pittsburgh Americans at 6-6. Well, we'll get to that action in a second. Matter of fact, let's get to that action now since it's right here. Yes, the Pittsburgh Americans were able to top Castlewood 3-1. The Americans moved the record to 7-6 and Castlewood 3-10. The Americans jumped out early, scoring the deciding run in the second inning. Jeff Sanfilippo paced Castlewood with 2 hits. And Castlewood then went to be in action against the DB Movers. And how did Castlewood fare? Well, the DB Movers 9, Castlewood 1. The DB Movers advanced their league-leading record to 11 wins with only 3 losses. Kyle Allen started the game and was the victim of some sloppy fielding by Castlewood. 9. Castlewood will be in action against, it doesn't say, the Downtown Jacks. And we'll have to make sure that we check out and get you that score. Now, we're going to take a pitching change timeout. And when you come back, we're going to update you on more baseball.
The Branding Iron Bar and Grill, a great place to gather.
Some examples from the menu: 45-cent jumbo wings with 30 different kinds of sauce, meatball sub and fries, $5.50, hot cheese balls and burgers, and delicious large sandwiches. Stop in during happy hour, 4:30 to 7:30. You can dine in or take out. The Branding Iron Bar and Grill is located at 2221 Ben Franklin Highway, Edinburgh. Call 724-658-1210.
Yes, I'm in Mr. Pizza. Hi, we're here with
Sydney.
and it looks like you girls have had a great lunch. Can you tell me what you have, Sydney?
The ham and cheese sub.
Oh, today's special. What did you have?
I had pepperoni pizza and part of the ham and cheese sub, and they were both very good.
Hey, it's always best when you get your food and somebody else's. And here at Mr. Pizza, what a great time. Stop down, check out the special. Welcome back, and we're talking baseball right here on the Cedars Sports Corner. Now, let's take a look at the youngsters. The Pride won the Colt Championship Series against Shenango, and that was a 2-0 score. Now, elsewhere, Pony League Championship Final came in, and it was Mohawk 5 and Neshannock 4 as the Warriors came up with the win. Now, before we go much further, let's keep you up to date on some other things going on. If you didn't know, junior high practice started Monday, July 11th at Coopers Field. So if you're in the Newcastle area school district and in junior high, practices is a starting. Now, attention, grades 3 to 6, from the 11th to the 15th, and that's this week. They're having sign-ups at Taggart Stadium. You want to get out for that. And mark your calendar, August 13th at Castlewood. It is the Lawrence County Lightning Youth Fundraiser Golf Outing. If you have any questions, call 724-674-7426. Contact Cartwright 1120 at msn.com. And I told Mr. Jordan Lyles that I would make mention of this. The future Red Hurricanes Sports Night at the races. Yes, this Saturday, July 16th at 5 o'clock, and that is at the Cascade Park Pavilion. Yeah, you want to stop out there. The doors open at 5. Races start at 7. $10 general admission and $20, and I guess it says general admission if you have a horse or something like that. So check out those bulletins that you're going to want to stay abreast of. Now, let's go to the major leagues. In the Midsummer Classic, it was the American League 4 and the Nationals 2. I guess that means the American League will have the home field advantage during the World Series. Now, the Buccos, currently in third place, but just a half game behind St. Louis and 6.5 behind the Cards. They're going down to Washington to play the Nationals. The league-leading Cleveland Indians, it sounds funny to say that, are up by about 6 games, and that's over Detroit. They're going to be heading away and play the Twins. Now, a little closer to home, just to give you a heads up, in baseball action here, and I told you that I would give you that Castlewood Downtown Jacks score. Well, Castlewood 9, the Downtown Jacks 5. I waited for an update, and we didn't get it at press time. So let's take a look at the league standings for this North County baseball. Well, atop the league, the DB Movers are 12-3, and right behind them are the Broadhead Bombers at 11-4. The Pittsburgh Americans 7-7, the Summertime Heroes 7-8, Castlewood is 4-11, and the Downtown Jacks 3-11. Both the Bombers, interesting to note, both the Bombers and the DB Movers have clinched playoff berths. Now, that was the Cedars Sports Corner. Listen, for some great wings, great sandwiches, and great all-around food, make it Cedars. And they're right up on the east side on Addis Street, and tell them you saw it on the Cedars Sports Corner. Now, that's going to do it for us here. Take it easy, keep swinging, and we'll see you again on the Cedars Sports Corner. Have a great day.